Hi everybody.
Hey.
I'm Laurie.
I'm Gary.
And we are
Laurie and Gary Cruise.
Welcome back to our channel.
Hey guys.
Well, today we're going to talk about cruise ship etiquette.
Yes.
So,
how to behave.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some of you may be new to cruising, or some of you may have cruised before, but may not be sure about a couple of etiquette factors.
How to behave.
How to behave
How to
when
behave on
travel.
a cruise ship.
Hello.
Hello.
Good day. So, we're here to bring you up to date. So, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Number one, and we have a whole video on this, elevator etiquette.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are from the city. We have an elevator in our apartment.
From Manhattan, New York City.
So let me break it down for you because I think a lot of people don't understand how to use an elevator. So when you push the elevator button and the elevator stops, you step to the side so people can get off.
Then, when people are off, you can step in.
Exactly.
But on cruise ships, entitled people think that they have carte blanche and they can just barrel in the elevator whenever they want. Well, that's not the way it works, guys.
Also, if an
way.
elevator is overly stuffed, don't try and get in it. Just wait.
Yeah, wait for the next one. It'll be
I'm sorry
30
if
seconds.
I'm sorry if you've been waiting a while already, but you're just gonna have to wait a few more minutes because there's no room for you. Deal with it.
Yeah.
So next up, and we talk about this a lot, so we won't go too much into depth about this, but
What is it?
keep your kids out of the adults only areas, please.
Yes.
Yeah, no
Yes.
excuses, no, oh, but it's empty, it's the downtime.
They won't mind.
My kid's
Fine.
mature. No, keep your kids out, okay? I don't care if your child
Get your kids out.
I don't care if your child is an angel sent from heaven just to be on earth. I don't care. Get it out. There's a sign. It says 18 or older.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And while we're on the subject of kids, how about you just keep an eye on your kids the whole time?
I've been on cruises before. Well, both of us have been on cruises before, where I've heard parents actually tell their kids, "Okay, just do whatever you want to do, and meet back here at 5 o'clock, and we'll get ready and go to dinner." Well, that's like at 2, 3 in the afternoon, and they're telling their 7 and 8, 9, 10-year-old kids just to go crazy, and we'll meet them back here at 5 o'clock. No, don't do that. Keep your eye on those kids.
Yeah, or put them in the kids' activity center. And
Yeah.
if there is none, go on a different cruise with one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
On a different cruise.
Sorry. It's etiquette.
Good.
We didn't create the etiquette.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we
What's
did.
next?
Okay.
What's next?
Next up. Don't try and get on the tender boats to get to the port.
Oh, don't cut in line. Yeah.
Yeah, don't cut in line and don't try and go before your time.
Right.
Okay.
Go when you're assigned.
You got a ticket for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay?
You got your ticket, you got your time,
You'll get there.
and you'll get there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people got excursions, you know, some people woke up at 5 a.m. to get the first ticket. Don't cut them.
Yeah. Let them go on first. If yours says 9 o'clock, show up at 8:55 and go.
All right, number one, and
All right,
this one.
8:45.
Number one, and this, I mean, not number one.
Another one.
Another one.
Next.
This one, very important.
What is it?
No lounge chair hogging.
Oh yeah, lounge chair hogging. You know what happens? They get up at 8, 9 in the morning, put a towel and a book that they'll never read on it, and then come back at around noon or 2 in the afternoon, and there's that lounge chair still sitting there, and somebody else could have been there. We've heard other vloggers talk about the same thing, and it's a problem. I mean, there's maybe 5,000, 6,000 people aboard ship, and there's about 3,000 lounge chairs. So it can be a problem. When you go to sun yourself or go to the solarium, just look for a lounge chair and use it then and there.
You know what Gary and I do? We'll find 2 chairs, and then Gary will be like, I gotta go get food, baby, I'm hungry. And I'll be like, okay, I'm right here. Got your chair, Gary.
I'll save your seat, blah, 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 and vice versa.
Exactly.
But we don't leave
Yeah, with like one dinky little towel.
Yeah.
Which also brings me to another thing. Throw your towel in the dirty towel basket after
Yeah.
you're done with it. Don't leave it on your chair because then no one knows.
Yeah.
And you're just wasting a chair.
Yeah, and if you leave it there and all wadded up, then it's got to be put away by somebody, and usually a crew member, and they don't want to do that. That's why you have to do it yourself. Just be kind and do it yourself.
Yeah, don't be entitled. We're moving on into the theater because you know us, we love the entertainment. That's one of the main reasons we cruise. So
See the entertainment, yeah.
let's talk about saving seats. Listen, here's my etiquette rule for saving. I have things to say, Gary.
Okay.
So here's my rule for saving seats. Okay, you can save one seat per person. All right. More than that, you're a jerk. One specific incident we have, which I felt actually really bad about, was some jerk-off family sent their 2 6-year-olds to go save 10 seats.
Yeah, the entire front row on the center section.
The entire front row center section.
This little girl was 6 years old on the left side, and 8 or 9-year-old girl was on the other side, and in between them were 8 seats, and they were saving them for their family that was going to show up. That showed up after the show started, actually.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, and now this I feel really bad about, but some jerk-off old man, and it wasn't Gary,
Older than me.
yeah, older than Gary, came up and sat in the center, and these poor 2 little girls were like, sir, we're saving it for our family. And he's like, I don't care. And it was just...
I think both of them were in the wrong. I mean, you
can't
save 10 seats.
I don't blame the kids, though, Gary. We've talked about this. I blame those parents.
Yeah, the parents. Go down there and save us some seats.
And they probably thought that because they're cute kids that they get away with it. But meanwhile, that jerk came and pretty much made them cry. So everyone was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Don't save more than 1 seat per person. And if you know someone's saving a seat for you, get there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not too much to ask.
And while we're on the subject of the theater, I know people's meals go long. They get to the show late. If you get to the show late, that's fine. Sorry, you have to sit in the back row.
We've been to many shows where we're in the front row. Laurie likes the front row. I like several seats back, but the front row's fine with me. And the show will be going on for about 10 or 15 minutes, and you'll see this couple walk right in between the stage and the front row, just looking around, where can we sit? And meanwhile, we're going, excuse me, could you move? And there's 900 people behind us thinking the same thing. It's just, and I can't imagine what the entertainers are thinking, because I'm an entertainer, and it's just, it throws you off. It throws you off your game. Just theater etiquette. Don't go in the front row and check out the theater. Sit in the back row.
Yeah.
That's all.
Just don't walk in front of people in general, and also don't talk when you're late and you're walking down the aisle and the show is on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And don't talk during the show either.
The next one you would think would be common sense, but it's not, because
What's the next one?
use the tongs in the buffet. Don't use your hands.
I've seen people pick up a croissant, look at it, and put it back down. What's that about? Use the tongs. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine adults doing that, but they do.
I don't think people understand how easy it is for any disease to break out on a cruise ship, and we're not even talking about the C word. Even before the pandemic, we had a neurovirus breakout on one of our cruises.
Gastrointestinal thing that spread like wildfire.
It was awful. So just use the tongs.
Use the tongs. I mean,
and hand sanitize after.
Always hand sanitize, before and after, throughout the day.
Almost there. Second to last one. If you go to the main dining room on formal night, wear some pants.
Wear some pants. Yeah.
Or it doesn't have to be your fanciest outfit ever, but dress appropriately.
Yeah.
Gary, tell them about when you used to work cruise ships.
Oh, well, this was in the theater, and we had a show on formal night, and in the 90s, you dressed formally. The ladies were always in their best glittery gowns, and the guys wore tuxedos and suits. I mean, that's just the way it was in the 90s. It's not so much now, but still. There was an incident one time, well,
Now what?
every week during formal night, where I had about a 5 or 10 minute stand up bit that I did because there was this huge scene change going on behind me during the middle of the show. So the director said, "Okay, Gary, I want you to go out there and do a stand up." So I said, "Okay." So I did stand up, and one of the bits I did was I would go out in the audience.
Because without fail, every single week,
Everybody was dressed to the nines with all the glitter and the gold and the bling and the gowns and the tuxedos and the suits. But inevitably, there'd be this one guy wearing his T-shirt, his flip-flops, and his swimming trunks. And the T-shirt usually had holes in it. And I would go out in the audience with my microphone, had a microphone, and I would say, "Look at everybody all dressed up to the nines, and oh, can we get the spotlight off of me and onto this guy over here? Look at this guy, he's got his formal T-shirt on, his formal flip-flops, and his formal swimming trunks." And about 4 or 5 spotlights would go right over to this guy, embarrass the heck out of him, and the audience would laugh and laugh and laugh, and so would I, embarrass the heck out of this guy. But that's what I did every week. There would inevitably be this one guy.
and
There'd always be that one guy that came with a T-shirt on with holes in it
and the moral
on
of
formal night.
and the moral of the story is you all that dress like crap on formal night that go to the main dining room are lucky that Gary no longer works on cruise ships.
Because I would point you out.
All right, and last but not least, and this one is actually probably not a popular opinion. Some of you are going to comment and say you disagree,
Listen,
and it is
what is it?
you should tip your steward at least $20 extra at the end of the cruise, especially if they were very good.
Yeah.
If they're just average, which I've never had an average room steward,
I haven't either.
they're always amazing.
Above and beyond, they go above and beyond.
Yeah.
And I know that in the price of the ticket to cruise is gratuities. That's included. So you think, okay, I don't have to tip the guy or the girl. But it's just always a nice idea because they have to take that money and it has to be evenly divided. But if you give the guy an extra $5, $10, $20, he gets to put that in his pocket. So that's just something it's just a nice thing.
Depending on how long our cruise is and how good the room attendant is, we usually tip anywhere from $40 to $60 extra. When we stayed in the Haven, I think we tipped like $150 extra or something like that,
It was something like
just
that,
because
yeah.
they were so fantastic.
Haven, yeah. But that was the Haven on the Norwegian
Yeah.
ship. So.
But the point is, I think it's proper etiquette to leave at least a little something extra, even if it's only $5, $10.
Just so she can put it in her pocket, you know.
Yeah, or they.
Yeah.
And also, I know that another thing before we end this, because I know a lot of people are going to comment back, oh, like it's included, we think cruise ships should pay them more, it shouldn't come out of our pocket. Well, I actually agree with you, but unfortunately, this is where it's at right now. Cruise ships don't pay their room attendants properly.
No, they don't.
So I feel like they work so hard, they deserve at least a little
And
bit
waiters
extra.
and waitresses and servers, they hardly get paid anything, and whatever money they make, they send off back home.
Also, if you have a server that has served you multiple times throughout your cruise, it's nice to leave them a little extra too.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to break the bank, but anything extra is so appreciated, and I think it's good cruise etiquette.
Yes. Totally agree.
And that's all we have for you today. Do you think we're right or do you think we're wrong in what we said? Please let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, do you think it's right? We don't want to pay any extra money. Let us know about that. Or, yeah, good for you. Yeah, give them more money. I know money's tight for everybody right now. I know it is. But it's just a good idea to do that.
Also, if you don't mind hitting the
Like and subscribe button.
with the
And that notification bell. That way, whenever we put out a vlog, you'll know about it.
it would really support us, and
Yes.
we so
We need your
appreciate it. We need your help.
We appreciate it.
Anyway, that's all for today.
Yeah.
Until the next time, we want you to live,
Live your best cruise life. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.